teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up! Swing! Bend it! Hey, 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 hey!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. Now Dalton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the slap! Watch the slap! Rager. Hey, check back 21. Hey! March 7. Get in the white room. Hey, check back 21. Mike 21.
And Dalton to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Steve 6.
To throw here, Dalton. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And a cut to this. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Guys up, leave! Check my 21. You must. 93, 52, 93, 40.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Michelle. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Andy Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, Charlie. It's our time, guys. 368. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Heavy. Let's get that ball right here. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out, Reed. Hey, alert 3. He's crazy.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
2-by-2. Move. Heavy.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
No game on this defense, no game.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
Keep playing Let's get it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
All day, every day. You draw corkers. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 13. Check 13.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 25. Check 25. 2 by 2. Move. 50. Max 50. Here you go. 93. 52, 93.
Throwing. Dalton. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready? 30 base. Set, go. Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's got his tight end Fant. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Off the draw, here's Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
368.
Play action now, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. 27 yards there, a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he'll find Hall. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? 18, Gator. Check 56. Hey, come on now, come on now.
They'll run here with Freeman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Hey, wahoo!
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pitch just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
56.
Now Locke. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second and 11 now. Dalton. Pass incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Completes it to Davis. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
44. 44. Here you go. Hey, exit. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Here's Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 45. 45. Here you go. Cam. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. 45.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Hands up. Lead. It's a play. It's a play now. Go Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. Regular. Jump. Heavy. Switch. Hands up.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the sled. Here, 5-6. Hey, Delta. 50. Hands up.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. Got a man open. That's Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on second down. Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hands up. Larry. Check back 21. Hey, watch the slant. SOS. 368. SOS. Protein spill.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. To Michelle on the screen. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the set.
Spike 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Switch.
80 weapon. Snap.
On second and 9. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Go! General West!
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
4th down, Dalton wants to throw. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check 56. Check. Spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
At the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Got it.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike 54. In your face.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mike 54.
I got him. Come on,
So it's
set.
Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here you go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
44.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Got a man on the right sideline. That's Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.